episode 7. And this episode is about getting to know me. So the people that's watching me, I know you guys, I feel like you know a little bit about me, maybe under the sheets from the things that I talk about and reveal. But this show is going to be about getting to know me in a different way, just me as a person, what I think about certain things. And so what I did was have some people send me some questions or some things that you want to know about me. So here we go. This is my interview. You ready, cameraman?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm ready for the first question. I hope it's nothing too crazy.
You want to know what? This question came up a lot, and it surprised me.
Okay.
Where did the name Bentley come from?
I absolutely hate when people ask me that because it's so silly. So this is the lamest story, but I'm just going to put it out there because people ask all the time. So, somewhere in my 20s, I was like, I want to have a baby. If I have a girl, I want to name her something different, but kind of like a boy name. Because, I went to high school with a couple of guys that had girl names, and I thought they were kind of, cool, like Jasmine, Diamond, and these were guys. And so, I thought it was cool. So I was like, what's a cool little name? I was like, oh, Bentley, like the butler or whatever, And I was like, well, I'll spell it different. And I don't know anybody, me personally, anybody with the name Bentley also spelled the way I was going to spell it. So then I got a little bit older. I was like, I don't want no goddamn kids. So I'm not having a daughter named Bentley. So if I get a dog, I'm going to name my dog Bentley. My cousin got a dog and named her dog Bentley. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to be Bentley. So that is the damn story. It's nothing. It's really nothing. But so many people ask me that. But let's go ahead.
Okay, we'll bounce around. I guess we'll get back to the name questions later.
Mm-hmm.
What's a perfect day for you?
A perfect day or date?
Perfect day.
Oh, perfect day. Okay, a perfect day. I wake up. So what I like to do, sometimes when I, roll up at the end of the night, sometimes I save a little piece for the morning. So when I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever, just to, when I wake up at 3 or 5 or whatever, I'm I chill a little bit. So my perfect day would be to wake up and smoke, get a little high, drink a little water, scroll on my phone, maybe get some things done while, the house is quiet, get my baby up, get him ready for school, drop him off at school, have a babysitter set in place to pick him up, and I just kind of do whatever I want. Come home, probably roll up again, put my rolls to work. Ladies know what that is. The guys know what the rolls is. So put that to work, drink a little coffee, and just kind of lay around and do what I want to do. If I decide to leave the house, probably go to a spa. Get a massage, a facial, my nails and stuff done, eat whatever I want, smoke, and in the midst of all of this, maybe have a cocktail, and just have a quiet day to myself. Not even talking to anybody over the phone, anything, just having just a day, just doing whatever the fuck I want with nobody else. So yeah, it's my perfect day.
How many tacos you eating?
Ooh, I'm gonna start off with 3. Okay, and I don't know what the fuck men be talking about, if you eating anything over 2 tacos, you a grown ass man. Call me Billy Bob, because I'm fucking some tacos up. I'm gonna eat 3, and maybe in an hour or 2, I'm gonna want another one.
I'm not gonna judge you.
Don't judge me.
I guess we can stay in the food category. What is your favorite food?
Pizza. Pizza.
How do you like your pizza?
Number 1, I love a crispy crust. Crust has to be crispy. I like a good sausage and cheese. Pepperoni is okay. I like cheese. I love deep dish, but I'm just a classic, thin, cut, crispy.
Any weird toppings?
Any weird toppings? No, I had pineapple pizza before, but it was okay. But I'm not a fan of really sweet foods.
My dad was a pineapple and pepper guy.
Yeah, no. The most I would do is some peppers, That's it.
I told you we're gonna bounce around.
Let's do it.
Do you think the Earth is flat?
I do think the Earth is flat. Let's take a trip to the end.
Kyrie Irving.
Let's do it. And if we fall off, fuck it. We're doing it together. I do. I think the Earth is flat. Okay.
Okay. This will go right into that. Why are you so funny? Why are you so funny? You are hilarious.
I don't know. You know, I don't know. I have some funny people in my family. Like, the older I get, I realize my mom and dad are funny in totally different ways. I don't know if it came from them. I don't know. I just be fucking saying what I want to say, what's on my mind, how I feel. Somebody told me I should be a comedian. I was like, I would fail terribly. I would forget the jokes.
That would be a good
punchlines. I'd be like, so a Mexican and a cockroach walks into a liquor store. I'd be like, it's like, and I'll be nervous, like, okay, what to say. But yeah, I don't know. But thank you for thinking I'm funny.
Where did you grow up?
So I grew up on the south side of Chicago. So as far as I can remember, my first place that I lived that I can recollect is 79th and Carpenter. It was a wild fucking block. A wild block, but it was dope. We had the GDs over there. They protected us. I think we had some lawyers on the next block or some stones on the next block or something. But all the guys on the block, they protected the women and the children. It was like so beautiful. Back when the gangbangers really, you know, had some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Honor and codes. You know, it was cool. They gave us dollars and shit to go to the corner store. We probably get almost shot going to the corner store, but it was a good time. After that, it was 46 and Drexel. Stayed over there for like 2 years. After that, I grew up in London Town. I lived there most of my life, majority of my life. So that's why a lot of my character was built that, I would say.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, it's a toss-up between Harlem Nights and Pulp Fiction. Those are, Pretty Woman is on the list. But yeah, my top two that's at a tie would be, I would say Pulp Fiction is probably my number one, and Harlem Nights is number two, but I'm gonna just put them, because that's a hard one.
Say 1A, 1B.
1A, I don't even know which one is 1A, 1B though, you know. But yeah, those are my two favorite movies.
You don't have bad choices.
Yeah, good movies.
That's a mixture of movies. Like, how do you get there?
How do I get where?
Pulp Fiction and Harlem Nights being your two favorite movies? Like, that's a...
It has classic actors, classic black actors. You got like, Pulp Fiction, you got Samuel L. Jackson, you got Ving Rhames, you got people, I can't remember some names, but it's just, you know.
John Travolta is one of my...
I'm not even talking about the white actors, just the black ones, but John Travolta and Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is one of my favorite actors. Like, yeah.
Favorite cartoon growing
up? Bobby's World was my shit. I watched the cartoons. I watched cartoons like later on in life. Like at a later age, I was still watching them. So I was into the Powerpuff Girls, Magic School Bus. What was one I couldn't live without? I think it was really just Bobby's World. I think it came on at 2 o'clock. I got out of school at 1:30. 2 o'clock Bobby's World. And I think at like 2:30 Gargoyles would come on after. So I was fucking with those.
And you was just talking about our memory. Your memory is pretty good.
Is it?
Favorite sport?
Okay, so I love softball. I really enjoy basketball. I don't know all of the players. I think I know all of the calls, maybe not. But I really enjoy being at a basketball game. And that's stock car racing.
What is the best sporting event that you would say you ever been to?
The best sporting event? So some of my homies, one of them like worked somewhere, or one of their homies worked somewhere, where every year they would tailgate a White Sox game. So he can invite whoever he wanted. I guess we had to buy tickets. They were fairly cheap, and it would basically get us. We would get into the game, and then at tailgating beforehand, it was always so much fun because always whatever liquor or however much liquor, and you bring your own, but they had stuff, food, white people. So it's like they had it. It was super fun. I went like 2 or 3 times.
I've never been on time. I've never tailgated before.
I mean, tailgating is the bomb because you get like kind of fucked up prior to the game. Then you're in there drinking whatever fucking nasty beer, yelling at whoever, the players, the people sitting next to you. It's a good time.
Do you snore?
Okay, sometimes. I guess I do. People have told me I snore, but I know for a fact I snore. When I start to really gain weight, I sleep on my back like a dead person half the time. So when I gain weight, you sleep on your back, and I got boobs, they getting pushed up, so I can't breathe well. So if I reach anything over probably 180, I'm snoring. And if I went out and had a drunk night, I probably sound like a barrel up at the end of the night. I don't know. But sometimes. But pretty girls really don't snore. I'm pretty.
You always lead into the next question.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe your fashion sense in one word?
I don't know. I don't really follow any trends, but I do follow some because it's things that's trending and I like.
Capture yourself.
I just kind of dress how I'm feeling that day. I do really enjoy the mom look, like just throwing on leggings, a t-shirt, some socks and sandals.
I was just about to ask you what the mom look was.
Yeah, some leggings or some cute mom jeans and not fitted. I don't know. That's not my personal style.
When I get to certain questions, that's when I sigh a little bit.
Uh-oh.
You ever gone skinny dipping?
I never been skinny dipping, but I have been skinny running. You guys ever heard of that?
Streaking?
Streaking. That's the word. Skinny running. It sounds funny though.
I told you fucking hilarious. Like,
who says that? But I'm gonna tell you.
That's a new word.
I've been skinny running. So me and my homies, a couple of my homies, we went to House of Bean, watched the game, had some drinks. A little bit later, more of the homies joined. They came over. We had some drinks, and we went through the hole in the gate. I don't know if it was a dare or what, but somebody dared that we take our clothes off and streak, and that's what we did. We kind of ran through the golf course a little bit naked. It was dark out. We had a really good time, drunk as fuck.
So no skinny dipping, but skinny running.
Skinny running. Also, let me tell you a funny part of that before we go to the next question. One of my friends, while we were out there skinny running, had to shit. Now, I literally stayed 2 minutes, right, like across the street, down a little bit. And I guess they couldn't hold it. And so I think we were dressed by this time, but they pulled their pants down and took a shit on a tree. And then had to use his sock to wipe his ass. After that, the party was over. It's time to go home. But it was a fun time. When they see this, they're gonna die because that was a good time. I tell long stories too, in case anybody, if that's the question.
Perfect date for you?
I would say, number one, when a guy asks me out, when he asks me out, he either already have the place he want to go to or the activity he want to do, or if not, by the time we do go out, or by the time the day of the date, he has the time, the location, like he has it completely planned out. He picks me up. I want a guy to come to my door. Because guys just kind of text or call him outside. If you don't live with the person, get dressed with them. Present me with some flowers for the date. Have on some nice, smooth grooves playing. Nice and low where we can hear it, but we can have a decent conversation on the way to wherever we're going. Open the door for me, close the door. Something nice, romantic, compliment me. I even like for someone to sneak some pictures of me or whatever. And we have a good time, have a fun time, and go home. Either drop me off or we, fuck, eat a little booty. Like you eat my booty. And then go to sleep. But just something where we can, have good conversation. I like a little gift, but it's like a little card, a little flower, even if it's one little rose, something like that.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change?
Ooh. I wonder if they're talking about personality or like.
However you feel you want to go with the question.
If I can change one thing about myself,
Just one.
I would say I would be a little bit more assertive. I would be a lot more assertive, actually. Oh, now I got another thing I would like to say. And a lot more confident. So, those.
How does it feel to be a mother?
So, I'm gonna say first, it's cool. It's cool because I feel like there are some changes that I made once I became a mom. Changes for the better. And I will say becoming a mom did make me a lot more assertive. Once I became a mom, I started putting my foot down a lot. So being a mom helped me grow. It's a good time having a kid around because they're so funny. They teach you so much. But on the flip side, it's very tiresome. It's expensive. Yeah.
I hear you say Roblox a lot.
I am about to file for bankruptcy ever since my baby has come into Roblox. And I gotta buy all this Robux. And it's all, can you buy me something? So it's funny. But it's like, nah, stop begging. And then I tell him, go clean up your damn room. He's like, I'm tired. It's boring. But being a mom is hot and cold.
Hot and cold.
Hot and cold, sometimes at the same time.
Well, this is a two-party question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it is. What does it mean to be a black woman in today's society?
What does it mean? That's the question? I don't know what it means to be a black woman in today's society. I know how it feels. So I can answer that. I can't answer that other question. I don't really know. From my perspective, how does it feel being a black woman in today's society? It's very tiresome. It's very abusive. It's hard. It's hard. It's a lot of joy in being a black woman. I feel good being a black woman because, for one, so many people, thank you, so many people want what we have naturally. So many people want to indulge in activities that is like every day to us. So it's a joy when you have good people in your circle, in your family, wherever, and you just like, you're strong. Like, you're strong. But it's hard. It's hard. Like, a lot of us are single moms. A lot of us are in abusive families and abusive relationships, friendships. A lot of us feel like we are not where we want to be. A lot of us need a fucking break, like a legit break. A lot of us aren't getting what we deserve from the people that we love and the people that claim to love us. And we have to wake up every day and put a smile on our face and fucking be polite and be fake sometimes depending on where you're going. And you have to parent, and you have to be a partner, and you have to take care of so many things in one day at one time. It gets very overwhelming. We need help. Black women need help. We need a better circle, friends and family and partners, mentors. But it's fun too at the same time, because some of you want to be like us. But yeah, next question. I don't want to cry anymore.
Do you believe in conspiracy theories?
I do.
Me too.
Number one, I think the submersible was a conspiracy theory. I don't think those people got in there. I'm just gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. I don't think those people got in there. I think.
I'm not gonna cut you this time. Go ahead.
Don't cut me. They didn't get in there. They didn't. Nobody's up in there.
Do you have any favorite conspiracy theories besides that one? Or that's just your...
A favorite one? I don't have a favorite conspiracy theory. I don't really know if dinosaurs existed. And I don't really know if a man walked on the moon.
The first one, don't you ever say out loud again.
I whispered it.
Don't you say that.
But yeah, I don't know. It's another one, but I'm gonna just keep quiet because they're gonna ban me from the world if I say this one. But let's go to the next question.
Well, off record, what is that last one?
Some of the stuff in the Bible. A lot of the stuff in the Bible.
Well, the whole Bible.
The whole Bible.
Yeah.
I feel like some true stories in there, but not all of them.
This is a stolen question. Podcast or radio?
Podcast.
Kind of thought you would choose that one. What is your podcast about?
Sex. My podcast is about mainly sex. Really, for real. I like to talk about sex. I like to talk about my sexual experiences. I like to talk about other people's sexual experiences. I like to hear about them. I like to imagine them. I like to do them. I like to do the sexual experience, not the people telling them. So I like to talk about that. I'm a freaky girl. I also like to dive into just like a little bit of your life before I start asking you about your sexual life. But my podcast is about sex, some relationships, some real life situations, everyday stuff.
When I giggle, that means stuff on my mind. The first question on your first podcast was, is you fucking?
Is you fucking? Because I want to know. You know what I like to do sometimes? Sometimes I like to picture people, like I like to see, how are you in the house fucking? You know, like I could be talking to you and I'll be like, I wonder if they have good sex. And it could be anybody. I could be talking to your auntie Gloria and I'm like, do Big Glow be fucking? And her 67 years of age.
That ties into this. What's your favorite sexual position?
Hit it from the back. Hit it from the back. I like getting from the back, but it gets really juicy. And I know sometimes guys kind of struggle with this position. I know they get tired, but I like to be like on my stomach with my booty just arched a little bit, and then like you in there, and your hand is around, cause you know fondling the clitoris, and you're like, fucking, and that position is wow. That position is real wow. But I know, the guys get tired. But that's I love that. Just in there. You're just in there.
Okay. And I told you, some of these questions was flow. What's your toxic trait? After explaining all of that.
I don't have one. Next. No, I don't. I feel like people be lying all the time. Like, I feel like you lying. You're lying. I don't believe you. Especially if you lied to me before, I'm never gonna believe you probably, but I just don't believe you. And that's just that.
What plans do you have for your show?
So one of the first things I want to do is change the name. I'm going to change the name to Bent Over, because I feel like we talk about sex. Bent over, like, you got me bent. It's more so like, you got me fucked up, blah blah blah. And I don't talk about that type of stuff, like gossipy things, and people have me fucked up. It might come up in a conversation, but you got me bent. So we're going with that. Yeah, that's my plan for the show. Oh, also, I want to do a live show coming up soon. I might do like a cocktail sexy hour. So that's in the works. If I could, I would do a sex show. Let's throw that in the works. Let's whip that up. So for You Got Me Bent, You Got Me Bent is going to be Bent Over. I am going to be talking more about sexual things. I got a live show coming up, so I hope you guys support. We will let you know when the tickets go on sale. I do want to eventually go on tour when I get a lot more recognition. Yeah, and I want the whole world to know who I am. At least the whole United States. I want them to know who Bentley is.
Do you plan on doing merchandise?
I feel like a little bit.
It's kind of turned into a big plug, didn't it? But we're here now.
It's okay. Maybe we'll come out with some shit.
I think the people deserve some bent over socks or something.
Some bent over socks, t-shirts. How about this? Blindfolds. Ooh. Don't steal my idea.
Feathers.
Whips. I tried to think about the sound before I made it. There we go. That was it. Whips. Oh, yeah. If we do merchandise, socks and sexual things. I don't think I'm going to come with no bent over t-shirts. I'm going to come with some bent over ball knockers.
If you're going to do bent over socks, they got to be like the ones with Sky Zone grips.
Ooh.
We're working.
Oh. We're patenting that tomorrow. Good grip everywhere, and then his and hers matching grip socks.
We'll talk about that off camera. Well, we did Bentley, we did Bent Over. What's your real name?
Tiana. 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 Like Princess Tiana. That is my real name. I am very okay with people calling me Tiana. It's so funny because barely anybody calls me Tiana anymore. Everybody calling me Bentley, Bent, Big Bent. Some people still call me Blackberry. That was my MySpace handle. Blackberry. Some people call me Nicole. Probably only 2 people call me Nicole. It's my middle name. We got TT, T. Some people like to refer to me as Big Booty Judy, but we can move on to the next question.
magic lamp with a genie, what would your 3 wishes be?
That's a
Hold on.
press play. You want to ask that again?
If you found a magic lamp with a genie, what would your 3 wishes be?
Have you ever asked your bitch for more bitches? I want a plethora of bitches. No,
I was gonna say, is that one of the 3 wishes?
no, I would,
And don't say world peace.
no. That's crazy. I was like, I want to get that world peace, but that's not what I was gonna say. So I think one wish would be, to be rich, to be, this would be all in one wish. Just one wish would be for any bad debt to be wiped away and me to be financially stable. To have all the knowledge that I can possibly gain in whatever business I want to have or I'm going to have, to know everything it is that I need to know so I can be top dog in that, and then to have a successful family. So, and what I mean by that is, like, of course I want my whole entire family, but my family that I created to be successful and as far as whatever they want and have a successful household. So I think that's what I would ask for.
If you could go back in time, what age would you go, see yourself, and what would you tell yourself?
I think I'm gonna go back to 16. I think that's when I'll take it even further back to 14. 14, 15 years old. When I really started to get to know myself in a different way. I was in high school and I was starting to meet older people, older men, and I would say it was a little bit gullible, but not very much because I feel like I learned a lot from my uncles and my brothers. But I would go back to that age and tell myself, hey, just do your schoolwork, focus on having fun, and fuck these niggas. Don't listen to shit they say. Don't believe like the older guys or any of the guys at this point. Don't focus on being in love. Don't focus on having a boyfriend. Just do your work, be a good daughter, and try to excel in life. So, yeah, I would go back and tell myself that. I felt like I had people kind of telling me, but not in the way that it needed to be told to me. Like, it wasn't no real thoroughness like that from the people I needed to hear from. So I would go back and be real thorough with myself about men and boys at 14 and 15.
Do you have a dog?
I no longer have a dog. So I had a dog. I think it's like a rat terrier or some weird ass dog. And he had a beard, so cute and ugly at the same time. But his name was Ferguson. And so I stayed in like Concordia Place apartments over there by the gardens. So I stayed over there, and we were not supposed to have pets, but I had Ferguson anyway. And so I think my neighbors were tripping on me and telling, so I had to get rid of Ferguson. So he went to stay with my mom, and then my mom neighbor was bugging. And so my uncle who lives in Iowa took Ferguson, and so Ferguson is still alive. He still exists if anybody wants to know. He lives in Iowa, and he remembers us every time he comes back to Chicago. But at this time, the only dog I have are my ex-boyfriends. That was a funny.
They're not even yours. They're your ex.
Nobody laughed.
I laugh.
Well, I guess you're gonna think this is a funny question into that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you date men with kids?
I do date men with kids. And to be honest, the older I get and the more I date, I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to date men with kids. It can get very stressful. I've been in relationships with guys who had children and it was no stress. I was either on good speaking terms with the mom, or it just wasn't any bad blood or drama. And then I've been with guys who are, who, you know, there is a lot of drama, and they don't understand that the baby mama is an ex. And it's just be like too many ties, and it's just very stressful. It's not something I want to deal with. I feel like if you're gonna have kids, just be completely done with the mother. Be very open about what situation y'all have, and I feel like yeah, if I'm gonna be with somebody with kids, I want it to be like y'all completely done. Y'all don't, only ties y'all have is taking care of the kids. There is no drama. Yeah. And you understand that your woman is your woman, your baby mama is your baby mama, and then your baby mama understand that this is my woman. You know that you don't come before her, none of that shit. So I'm like up in the air if you still got these ties with your baby mama. I don't want nothing to do with you.
We are down to our final 2 questions, and one of them is off the top of my head. But the last fan question: what's the worst food you've ever eaten?
I'm gonna say escargot. You know something different?
Akron, Ohio.
Oh well, yeah. I was in Akron, Ohio. Listen, if you don't have any business in Akron, Ohio, do not fucking go to Akron, Ohio. And if you do go to Akron, Ohio, do not believe any of the TikTok videos about their food. It's fucking terrible. The whole damn city is terrible. So they got bad food, but like the worst like actual food item that I ate was escargot, which are snails. So fucking bad. Terrible. I wish I could pull up my video. I wish I could find the video of me trying escargot. Disgusting.
See what I did there right there? Final question: why should people watch Bent Over?
Cause it's fun. It's fun. I think I'm a fun person. And you know, like somebody said, why am I so funny? I do think I'm funny. I feel like you can learn some things, sexual things. You can learn things about relationships. Because like I said, that's what we talk about. That's what we're going to continue to talk about. You know, a little bit about relationships. You can learn some things. You can learn some things about your partner.
I thought you was going to go Puff Daddy on me. You took a little modest road.
Because I'm the shit.
You're supposed to go higher.
More than the shit?
Yeah, tell these people fuck them. You got the best show.
You should watch Bent Over because I'm #1 in the world.
Exactly.
You feel me? I'm the motherfucking shit. I'm funny. Like I said, you gonna learn some shit. I'm bomb as fuck.
Now let's sign episode 7 off.
Okay, so what do I say? Hey boo boo. So that was episode 7 of You Got Me Bent slash Bent Over. That was episode 7 of Bent Over. Fuck it. And that was Getting to Know Bentley. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna see y'all next week. Also, before we leave, I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna put an email out there for you guys to start emailing me questions or things that you want to talk about on the show. So look out for that on my Facebook, Bentley Burns, and my Instagram, Bentley _ at Bentley _. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. You got me.